Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the live stream. My name's Abandoned Scotland. Welcome. Thank you for everybody who's joining. If you do watch us back after the live, please remember to smash the like button and come and join the channel, guys, as well. This is just about abandoned places, historical abandoned places as well, guys. So you might actually learn something here as well along the way, and some stuff some people might already know. So anyway, this morning I'm going to be talking about Cambridge Military Hospital. It was established in 1879 till 1996. So this was when it was opened from and until. So there's the first piece of the history, but we will go through it, guys, as we go on this morning. Hope everybody's doing well today, and a bit wet here in Scotland today, guys. So there's no way I'll get out and about for a vlog today for the vlog channel. So I thought I'd best bring you live today, guys, since I haven't done one for a couple of days. It's actually been about 3 days. So as I say, I hope I find everybody well. I know it's only 10:30 in the morning, UK time here. But if you're watching us back, thank you very much. Also, guys, I noticed there's a lot of people watching the videos, not leaving any comments. They're leaving a like on it, but no comments. Please do so, guys, so I can get back to you. Otherwise, I can't answer back to any questions or anything like that that you guys may have. Just helps me to help you as well. So thank you for that. So yeah, we'll get started with this one. So Cambridge Military Hospital, 1879 to 1996. The Cambridge Military Hospital, named after Prince George, Duke of Cambridge, opened on the 18th of July 1879 in the First World War. It also was the first hospital to receive patients from the Western Front. The Cambridge Hospital was also the first place where plastic surgery was performed in the British Empire. So way back in the day, guys, this was the first hospital ever to perform plastic surgery on human beings. Uh, so out of all the hospitals as well, this was the very first one. Uh, Also, after the Second World War, with the decline in importance of Britain's military uh, commitments, civilians were admitted to the hospital as well. It pioneered the supply of portable operating theatres. So this hospital also was the first of its kind to supply portable operating theatres, um, which were not heard of back in the day, around about that time. Um, the supplies for the front line duties. The hospital also contained the Army Chest Unit. It was closed on the 2nd of February 1996 due to the high cost of running the old building, as well as asbestos in the walls. So the reason for the closure of the hospital in 1996, when it was last operating, was due down to um, poor uh, conditions of the hospital. It wasn't upkept or kept up with, and it went downhill quite rapidly and into decline. Uh, Therefore, the reason why the hospital closed in the first place in 1996. But it was open for many years, as I say, from 1890 to 79. So it was nearly enough a whole century or just over a century. The hospital was open and operational for people from World War, the First World War anyway. I would say after the Second World War, with the decline in importance of Britain's military communications or commitments, civilians were admitted to the hospital, which they didn't allow in the first place. So, first of all, when this hospital opened, it was purposely built for the military personnel, but later on, it decided it was going to treat everyday people, that being patients like myself or like yourself. It did that later on in time, but it initially set out to be a military service hospital initially, guys. So I'm just going to take a wee drink here as my throat's dry this morning. I'm just going to say as well, thank you very much for viewing and liking my last video I did on the second part of the abandoned mansion. A lot of you guys liked the first video I did, and a lot of you guys seem to like the second video as well. But don't be shy, guys. Do come and join the channel. It helps me out as well, and you might actually, well, you will. You'll make friends on here. There's no hatred or nastiness on this channel at all, guys, or any other channel I go on either. So yes, don't be shy and come over and join the channel as well, guys. So if anybody is wondering what the StreamYard link is for today, there is the link down below me on the screen for the live panel if anybody is about and interested this morning. So, yeah, we got down to it closed on the 2nd of February 1996 due to the high cost of the running of the old building. Blah, 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 blah. So that was that. Alongside the main hospital building, there was also Louise Margaret Hospital, which opened in 1897 to treat the wives and children of the soldiers, and it also had Gun Hill House, which opened in 1907. So there was a separate accommodation or hospital facility on site to treat the wives and children of the soldiers through the war, where at the earlier stage it was just the main building which operated and served as a hospital for the soldier. So yeah, so as I say, there was a separate building on site that opened for the amenities of wives and parents and children of the soldiers as well, where they could be treated if and when need be. So, as I say, that opened in 1907, providing accommodation for nursing sisters working at the main hospital as well. In later years, the Louise Margaret became a military hospital treating both children, both civilian and military. So they treated both. This was the only hospital to receive casualties directly from the battlefield In 1914, royal visitors have included H.M. Queen Mary, Queen Alexander, and Queen Elizabeth II. H.R.H. Princess Anne as well also visited the hospital during its time of operation. So this hospital was well known to the royals through visiting. I don't think any of them actually stayed in the hospital for any time when it was open, but I know they visited due to the children being there. So I think there was a support from the royal family for the children of the wives of the military soldiers that were fighting in the war. So yeah, we have that as well. The hospital also facilitated soldiers from the Boer War, the Battle of Somme in World War One, and the D-Day landings and the First Gulf War in 1990-91. So this hospital did serve its purpose when it was open to many different things across many different years, and was probably not just the first of its kind, but the only one of its kind at that time. So the Cambridge Military Hospital was closed on the 2nd of February 1996, and a ceremony attended by H.R.H. Princess Margaret in 2001. The Ministry of Defence announced that the hospital was surplus to military requirements at that time, and that was one of the main reasons why the hospital shut down, because it was not in great working order to do the services that it was set up to do initially. A lot of things failed. It wasn't up to spec. The building itself, the nurses that worked there were not up to spec educational wise either, to carry out the nursing that they needed to do on the soldiers and the wives of the soldiers, and the children also of the wives of the soldiers also. So yeah, I hope that makes some sense anyway, in some way or other. So as I say, guys, if you have just joined the live stream at this time, I have been on for nearly 14 minutes now, 15 minutes. If you haven't caught the start of the live stream, please go back and watch it from the start, guys. It explains to you what I've been speaking about this morning. I will go over it again, guys. I'm just going to take a breather for 5 minutes. But as I say, guys, remember, come and join the channel. Nice and friendly. If you like Abandoned Places, then great. If not, then that's okay too. Come and show support at the channel, guys. It's Abandoned Scotland on YouTube. I also have 2 other YouTube channels as well. One is Gareth's Vlogs. That is day-to-day walks out and about the countryside, adventures, etc. You can find me here on YouTube as well. My third channel, which I've got 3, but my third channel is the Vaping Monkey. that comes under Gareth Lynch if you type it into the search bar on YouTube. That's all about vaping, and the vaping industry, and etc. etc. So if you're into your vaping, go and check that channel out, guys. That's my other channel. And my vlog channel here on YouTube as well is Gareth's Vlogs. But this is my main channel, which is Abandoned Scotland, which is all about abandoned places, not just in Scotland, but around the world as well, guys. But most of my main videos are from Scotland and abandoned places in Scotland, guys. You can also find me on Facebook, Gareth Lynch, Instagram as well. It's Gareth.923. And I'm also on Twitter as well, guys. So I'm on all them platforms as well. If you want to go and give me a follow across there, that'd be much appreciated. As I say, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here this morning, but I will go over what I've been speaking about since the start of the live, just to give you a recap, guys. So, as I say, this morning I have been speaking about Cambridge Military Hospital, which opened on the 18th of July 1879. It received patients from the Western Front. The Cambridge Hospital was also the first place where plastic surgery was performed in the British Empire. After the Second World War, with the decline in importance for the hospital of Britain's military commitments, civilians were admitted to the hospital, pioneered the supply of portable operating theatres and supplies for the front line as well. The hospital also contained the Army Chest Unit. It was closed on the 2nd of February 1996 due to the high cost of running the old hospital, as well as asbestos in the walls and rot and things like that, guys. So that's the reason why it closed in 1996. To go on, alongside the main hospital building, there was also a building called Louise Margaret Hospital, which opened in 1897 to treat the wives and the children of the soldiers. And Gun Hill House was opened in 1907, providing accommodation for the nurses or the nursing sisters working at the main hospital. In later years, the Louise Margaret Hospital became a military hospital, treating both civilian and military personnel. So yeah, there's that. This was the only hospital to receive casualties directly from the battlefield in 1914. Royal visitors have included HM Queen Mary, Queen Alexander, and HM Queen Elizabeth II. Also, HRH Princess Anne also visited there for some time to visit the children as well. The hospital was also facilitated soldiers from the Boer War, the Battle of Somme, and World War One, and also the D-Day landings at the First Gulf War and the First Gulf War in 1990-1991. So there's a bit of history for you guys as well. of what the hospital was operational for, when it was operational, what it was used for as well, not just for a basic hospital, but to treat soldiers, wounded soldiers during the war, and the D-Day landings as well. It was visited by royalty as well, as I said. Um, so they mainly came to see children who were injured or uh, maybe a bit neglected through time because of both their parents, either the male being in the war and being injured, or the mother being injured as well. I'm not sure if the hospital was, excuse me, I don't know if the hospital was facilitating births through pregnancy through the wife's either. There was no information to tell me that. I presume it would have been, but that's just a presumption, guys, at this stage. I'm not 100% sure. So, again, guys, there's the YouTube link for this live. Uh, I say probably only be here about another 10 minutes, uh, as I do have stuff to do today. But I thought I'd give you guys a live anyway. So, as I said, also, if you haven't already joined the channel, please do so. Leave a genuine comment, hit the like button as well, share this live out. Go watch some of my other videos as well, guys, of abandoned places. I've just done one not long ago, I think it was yesterday, in the morning. So it was the second part of Abandoned Mansion, just to see how it had changed from uh, 3 or 4 weeks previous to doing the main channel video. The first one, there was a big change, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. You'll have to come watch the video to find out more. Also follow me on all my social media, guys. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. I've also got a Discord channel thing as well. So if you're on Discord, you can follow me across there. Um, yeah, I think that's all my links basically. Uh, so yeah, if you're not sure about the about section for this channel, go and check the about section for it. That'll give you all the information that you need there for links and description of the channel, blah blah blah, etc. 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 But yeah, as I say, I hope you've enjoyed the live this morning and found this information about this abandoned hospital, um, Cambridge Military Hospital down in England, um, that closed in 1996 on the 2nd of February. It was opened on the 18th of July 1879, and it was to facilitate military personnel in World War One, the Battle of Somme, and what was the other one? The D-Day landings as well, guys. So you can imagine what this hospital saw through the years, through World War One, the D-Day landings, and other on the Gulf War as well. So the facility, the three of them, was quite a large. They were quite large. What could I say? periods in time where they were at their busiest. There was no other hospital like this at the time. Unfortunately, it had to close due down to poor structure damage and mold, mildew, things like that on the interior of the walls. So it wasn't a very healthy place in the end for to be treating patients on any level. So that's what happened to this place. As I say, it was a gorgeous building back in the day when it first opened. I don't know if you can visit this place. I have looked it up. It is still there, but I presume you can. So if anybody is an explorer, a Bandit explorer, or a British explorer down south in England, in Cambridge or around Cambridge, they can certainly go and visit this place and see if you can get into it and possibly do a video on it as well. That'd be good to see the inside. Actually, see what it's like inside now compared to what it was like back in 1879 to 1986, especially after it closed in 96. That'd be interesting to see what it was like then and what it's like now as well. It's very interesting to see how places change over time, how much decay or just the general physical look of the place as well. I can imagine from what the photos I've seen anyway, from the outside, it doesn't look like anything like that anymore. I don't think it's got the bell tower on the top of it anymore. I think all the windows have been boarded up through time to stop people initially trying to go into it. But yeah, remember, guys, if you ever also go to abandoned places exploring, if there isn't an open door and an open window, please don't attempt to break in. This just gives us abandoned explorers and our British explorers a bad name. But obviously, if there is an open door, then yes, certainly go into it, explore it at your own leisure. Don't vandalise the place. Don't be disrespectful to it either, just because it's abandoned. Have the respect that you would have for going into your own house or be someone else's house. Yeah, just have the respect there, guys, for doing that. It helps. And we, as abandoned explorers or British explorers, don't get a worse name than we've already got just because of these people that do that. I mean, you're always going to get somebody who does it, so yeah, that'd just be better off with nobody doing it at all, which is a shame. And that's why a lot of these buildings are disappearing, they're getting knocked down, or they've, they're just not good places to go and look at anymore, which is a shame. Just like the last place I was at, the mansion, guys. As I say, I went to it 3 weeks ago. Nothing wrong with it at all. Went back yesterday to do a second video. All the windows had been smashed. Interior doors were lying outside. It's covered more in graffiti than it was. There was a lot of rubbish on the inside of the building. And just kind of spoiled it. Where before it was quite respectable and tidy. Yes, there was a bit of vandalism in it, but most of the structure that was decayed was natural decay. It wasn't through people coming in and vandalising, ripping stuff and smashing stuff up, guys. where when I went back yesterday, it was exactly like that. So I'm going to get myself out here this morning, guys. Remember to smash the like button, come and join the channel, and hit the subscribe button, and yeah, we'll see you soon, guys. Hopefully. So from me, Abandoned Scotland. Bye for now, guys. Bye.